What's up, fam? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. If you've already been here, welcome back. And for those of you that haven't made a decision, it's totally free to hit that subscribe button, hit the notifications. Would help us out tremendously. With that being said, we are at ground zero at one of the ports here in the Houston, Texas area. We are currently at Barber's Cut. The other port is about 7 miles from here, which is Bayport. Now, today's goal is to actually find a driver that this is actually affecting directly right now. So those drivers that are pulling containers in and out of this port. We're gonna go out and see if we can talk to somebody. It might be a little difficult because if you can tell, there are normally hundreds of trucks going through here at this time of day, and there are literally none. So it might be a little difficult to find somebody, but we're gonna see what we can do and try to get a little bit of answers or a little bit of thoughts on what's going on out here. All right, fam, so right here we have in front of us Mr. Steve Jones, and as you can see, he hauls one of these one of these containers out of the port. So Steve, what are your thoughts behind what's going on? How is this affecting you? You know, is it going to affect you? Which I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
And just give us a little bit of insight of what you think about all this.
Well, you know, it's going to affect all of us, but I think that it may be a springboard to really add more regulation to the industry, especially for truckers. For what I understand, truckers were united hard several years ago, and then they deregulated the trucking industry, of course, and so we kind of don't have the union support that we need, because there is a need for a lot of regulation in the industry, of course, as it relates to the brokers and how they undercut the industry with low rates. We're on these roads, man, we're risking our lives every day. We're away from our families, and you know, and a lot of us are just barely getting by. So my thoughts is to look at all of this in a positive way, even though it's going to affect all of our bottom line. Yeah, I mean, we're all suffering right now, and we hope that this doesn't prolong too long. But I think that the point has to get across that there has to be fair share in this industry. I mean, we're talking about a multi-trillion-dollar industry, you know, worldwide. And so why is it that truckers, port workers, all of us carriers, why is it that we can't get our fair share in all of this? Because hey, we keep this world going. We keep this country going. We keep the goods and the services moving from coast to coast, from north to south, east and west, you know, and we risk our lives every day doing this. And so, you know, right now I'm just taking it as it is, trying to stay busy and see what I can do to just kind of make some money and everything like that. But overall, you know, I support the ILA. I support what they're doing, because we wouldn't have jobs if it weren't for them, and certainly our stores and warehouses and all of that wouldn't be stocked if it wasn't for them.
Yeah,
so,
it's all part of the chain. It's all part of the chain.
Part of the supply chain.
As you go from the farmer or the producer to the ship, to the truck or train, and to the store, to your kitchen table.
There it is.
That's the whole process. And if you disrupt one of those,
it's all going to
it all falls apart.
It's a chain reaction. So I think that it's easier to go ahead and satisfy the needs. I'm not even saying the wants of people, because I think in today's society, there's more of a need than anything. The cost of living has gone up tremendously. Inflation has affected all of us, you know, and so what we need is our people who are willing to go down into the trenches and that are willing to go down and fight for the fair share of all of us, for that matter. It extends beyond the transportation industry. Even in corporate America, there are people who are out there, they've been dedicating their lives to their companies and and employers and all of that, and they need their fair share as well. You know, there's a lot of top-heavy bonuses that are being given out. I understand that the CEO of Evergreen Steamboat Company paid himself a $4 billion bonus for Christmas. All I'm trying to do is just make an extra,
Get a little piece of the pie.
hey, you know, hey, if I could make $4 extra a mile, I'm good, you know. But hey, you know.
So Steve, how long have you been driving trucks?
I've been in the industry for 5 years. I came out of corporate America. I was in the logistics business, but I was in the oil and gas industry, manufacturing, and of course, those industries are hardest hit by inflation, and they're up and down. And so when I was laid off right around COVID time, I made a decision, and I said I'll never get laid off again. So I got into trucking, bought my truck, never worked as a company driver, bought a truck, and been working as an owner-operator ever since. And it's the best thing that I've done, you know. I feel like I'm my own boss. I make my own decisions. I run my own business. And things like this, strikes and work stoppages, they just come with the territory. It's just the cost of doing business. But, you know, we're all going to get through this. I promise you. Look, stay prayed up, stay faithful, and keep on hustling and keep on grinding. There's work out here for everybody.
All right, Steve. Well, I really appreciate you giving us a little bit of your time, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And best of luck.
Yes, sir.
And hopefully this thing will be resolved quick, and then we can all start getting a piece of the pie again.
Always light at the end of the tunnel.
That's right.
Always light.
Appreciate you, bro.
All right, man. God bless you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Well, at least somebody's working out here. They're taking advantage that nobody's here to get their job done. So shout out to all the people that are actually able to work out here. But anyways, thank you so much, Mr. Jones, for giving us a little bit of your time on explaining and giving us your thoughts on this whole strike thing. So as you can tell, I'm right here in front of the main gate. If you're coming in here, this is the first place you're gonna go. You're gonna go through these gates, and then you're gonna start your process. It's a whole drawn out process. It takes a little while to just even get inside the port. But big red sign right there, closed. And yeah, what all can I say? I mean, you don't see any of the cranes out there moving. There should be hundreds of trucks coming through here. I should not be able to be parked here. Just a lot of drivers that unfortunately right now are with no work. Now, that's the only issue that I'm having with this whole strike, is that thousands and thousands of truck drivers that depend on these ports to be open are sitting at home not making any money. And most of, if not all, I would say, I don't even know the percentage, I'd say 50%, 60% of the drivers that are coming in and out of here are owner operators. And we're already suffering as it is, and then now we have to deal with stuff like this. My thought behind all this is a couple of things. One, why couldn't we wait a few months to do this? I mean, if you wanted to do it, why couldn't we wait a few more months? The reasoning behind that is we just had that hurricane hit, and we need all these ports to be open for medicine, building materials, all kinds of things that we need these ports to be open for, to be able to buy these things for our family. So those people over there are already suffering, and you have this going on that's crippling us even more. I just think the timing was terrible, to be honest with you. And it really, that's what really kind of angers me in a way, because a lot of people need this stuff. In particular, I have a good friend of the family, one of our family members here at A Trucker's Life, Mike. His wife depends on the medicine that comes off these ships, and he had to stock up 3 months, and hopefully this will be resolved before then, or way before then, hopefully. And he won't have to have issues with medication for his family. Those are the things that kind of upset me with this whole thing. Now, should they be fighting for what they believe in? This is America. You're allowed to do this type of stuff, peaceful protesting. But crippling a country that is barely walking, we're crawling as it is, and then you chopping off the last limb, I don't know. I just can't find it in me to find the very good in all this. Because at the end of the day, as far as I know, the dock workers here make pretty good money. So you got medications, 2 things. You got the medication, 3 things. Medication's not coming in. All the help that's needed for the hurricane victims is not coming in. And a lot of truckers are not working. So we'll leave this to you guys. What do you guys think about all this? Comment down below. Appreciate you guys so much for joining me. Quick prayer before we leave. Lord, thank you for giving us another day in life, giving us the opportunity to come out here and fight for our families. Lord, please bless these dock workers, bless all these truck drivers, and hopefully this will all get resolved soon as you desire, and everybody will get back to work. Thank you, Lord, so much for everything you do for us and you continue to do for us. In your name, Jesus Christ, amen. Thank you guys for being here. See you guys on the next video. Peace. Like always, we're out of here.